Welcome to Alexander's Kitchen. My name is Christos. Today we're going to make you a quinoa and couscous medley salad. This is for the health conscious. Of course, it's going to have wonderful ingredients and it's going to have tastes that are going to entice your taste buds and make you go absolutely bananas. Here is the ingredients that I'm going to put in. The red quinoa is a grain that comes from Brazil, and we have harvest grains blend from Trader Joe's that I'm going to also use, and I'm going to do a cup each and put them in these pots with chicken broth, a little bit of my garlic blend, garlic, yes, oh yes, and a splash of teriyaki with a little pat of butter. I'm also going to take one chicken bouillon cube, cut it in half, and put a half on each, because usually your quinoa and your couscous are very bland, so they need a little bit of help getting the taste and getting giving it some kind of a kick. And after we get this all nice and boiling, which I can start right now and do, gotta keep clean, I'm gonna make sure that I have 2 cups of water for the quinoa. So I'm using my little pot filler here that is an indispensable tool. Put it in the pan. Put my little pat of butter, and when I say pat of butter, just think of it as a pat of butter. And then, there we go, probably 2 nice spoonfuls of garlic. This is garlic that I have taken in my pestle and mortar. I think I explained this in one of my other videos. And I mashed the garlic, and then with salt, and I pounded to a pulp, and then I put it in a jar, and then it just has a wonderful, with water and garlic and salt, and you can use it in almost anything you make. Now I'm going to do the same for your couscous, and I'm going to get that pot also going. A nice 2 cups of water. Making a little mess there, but that's okay. It's all part of the course. And we're going to put a pat of butter in that. Now the butter is just to give it a little bit of also flavor, but it's also to give it some like lubricant, I guess, or just so it doesn't dry out on you. A 2 spoonfuls of garlic. I'm going to do my splash of teriyaki sauce. That's also to give it some wonderful flavor in there. And then, as I said, I was going to open up my wonderful cut the bouillon cube in half, and then just kind of mash it and throw it in. Let it all blend in there with the chicken broth. Yeah, there we go. Never hurts to always wash your hands, keep your hands clean. And kind of mix that around, let it get nice and mixed. Now remember that you got to let this stuff cook. The couscous usually cooks for 10 minutes, and the quinoa takes about 20 minutes. So one of these you're going to have to turn off prior to you turning off the other one. So once this comes to a boil, I pour the quinoa in, like that, mix it around a little bit, let it get nice and wet. And then, of course, I'm going to take my blend here and pour that in too. Why not use it all? Grab another spoon for the couscous. And then once they come to a boil, what I'm going to do is put them down to a simmer and let them simmer cook. And as soon as they are done cooking, I'm going to take them off the fire and let them really cool down. And that way they're going to be ready for the cold salad. So we're almost about ready to do that. Bang, 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 bang. I'm going to lower the heat on this one, lower the heat on this one. And you got your quinoa, and you got your couscous, and they are going to perfectly absorb the water and make a nice grain for you to add into your salad. What we're going to do next is we're going to go and prep all our vegetables that are going to go into this wonderful salad that's going to give you all those wonderful textures and tastes, and al dente and soft and sweet and sour. You just wait and see. This is going to be one of the best salads you've ever had. Oh. Okay, now we're back, and oh man, we gotta stop. Okay, we got the couscous and the quinoa on the stove cooking. We're going to wait until they're done, and then we're going to let them cool. And in the meantime, I'm over here at the cutting board. Let me introduce you to the wonderfulness that's going to go up in this salad. What we have is cilantro, fresh, sweet basil, fresh, radishes, jalapeno peppers, green onion, 1 carrot, a couple stalks of celery, a couple tomatoes, a little bit of jicama, red pepper. I have my ginger, 5 cloves of garlic. Of course, I have my garlic sauce, but I also like to have the garlic when you're eating to be able to crunch into a nice piece of garlic is also great. To put a little bit of protein, I got walnuts, and then of course I have my medley of dried fruits, which is going to add the sweetness to all this. Now you got 100% health here. Pretty much what you are going to try to achieve is to put at least 2.5 cups of all your vegetables in with your salad, and because you have at least 1.5 cups of each of your quinoa and your couscous, what I do is I sit here and I dice up nice and small, because couscous and quinoa are not a big grain, so you want everything proportionately the same size. So like that, and the green onion, like I would take it, I would also dice it up nice and small, so that all your ingredients and your bites and everything will go. It is a little bit of work, but trust me, it's well worth it. This salad could feed, 8 to 10 people if you stretch it. I usually put it in the refrigerator. There's nothing in it that can spoil, and you could eat it for lunch, dinner, snack, take it with you on the road, however you like. But anyways, when we come back, I'm going to make sure the couscous and the quinoa are going to be nice and cool. We're going to have all this stuff nice and diced up in the bowl, ready to go. And then we're going to plate this wonderful, wonderful health salad that you're going to absolutely, all the vegetables cut up and put in the bowl. Wonderful, wonderful colors, and oh God, it smells so good. All your chopped vegetables, small in size. We also have the couscous that has been nice and cooled, and the quinoa that is nice and cooled. So what I'm going to do right now is combine all 3 items. We put that in the bowl. Don't worry, it will break apart. Real easy and real nice. And then you add the quinoa, and that too, and you start to fold all the vegetables just a little bit. Fold it around. You want to get it nice and mixed. You want to break up the couscous, because the couscous will break up into little pieces. Oh, my nose is just bending. I'm going crazy for this stuff. It's going to be so good. You play with it a little bit, mix it, fold it, and then what you want to do is you want to start making your dressing. Now, you can make a dressing on the side, or you could just start pouring your ingredients into the salad. I personally, because I know the proportions on how much to put of each, I kind of just wing it, and I kind of pour as I go kind of guy. But I can explain to you how much I'm putting of each item in as I do it. Now the salad is somewhat ready for your dressing. Dressing is going to consist of olive oil, vinegar. I'm going to put a splash of your teriyaki sauce, of course my favorite garlic sauce, salt and pepper, and if you want, also a dash of oregano. I take my olive oil, I pour. Now remember, couscous and quinoa is very absorbent, so as much as you liquid as you put in, it will disappear on you. I would say I just put about 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Maybe a little bit more. It won't hurt it because it'll seep into the couscous and the quinoa and it will disappear. I would also put the same amount of vinegar. I'd say about 3 to 4 tablespoons. Just like that. I would just put a dash. That's just for taste. So a little dash of teriyaki, and of course, yum yum yum, my garlic. 1 spoonful, 2, and 3, and 1 for good measure. And of course, your oregano. Generously on top, it will disappear, trust me. 2 nice pinchfuls. Put some salt to taste, and ground pepper. And I like grinding my pepper fresh so that when it goes in, it's nice and raw and tasty. Now you got the makings of a wonderful quinoa salad. You mix the stuff together. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it is, I am salivating for the salad right now. And voila, I present to you quinoa couscous medley salad, and we're going to plate. Go. Ready to plate this wonderful, wonderful quinoa salad. What I've done is I've cut a few slices of pear, put a few blackberries. On this side I have a couple pieces of Asiago cheese, some olives, and just a dollop of cilantro to give it that wonderful garnish. Then of course I have that wonderful salad that you saw I made, and I'm going to plate that right in the middle of the lettuce, and it's just going to sit there on the leaf lettuce and look and taste absolutely fabulous. This is going to be, it's very light, it's very healthy, and it's very, very yummy. And trust me, it's the best you've ever had. So, here we go. We're going to get this up on here a little bit. There we go. It's absolutely gorgeous. So here you have quinoa couscous medley salad. Enjoy. And go ahead.
Ready? Here we are, everyone. We have this beautiful plate of couscous that Christos has prepared for us, and I'm going to be the taste tester. Although I know I can just see from the colors and the smell that I'm getting, it's going to be excellent. So let's see what we got here. Each chew has a different flavor, different texture. I love how all the pieces of the vegetables are just about the same size, nice bite size. It goes well with the size of the couscous and the quinoa. We have a beautiful array of fruit. We have the pears and the blackberries that just give it a great accent. And then I'm going to enjoy my Greek cheese and olives. Just delicious. Might I add that Christos fixed me a glass of wine to go with my lunch, so I am enjoying that. Nice white wine, Chardonnay, that goes with this wonderfully. Marlena, this is delicious. Everyone else enjoy. Skiniata.
And oreksi.